Howdy folks, Mr. Reed here, and welcome to One More Question. So for today we're still working on translations, and what we're going to do is take a medium version of a graph-to-graph sort of question. So we're going to take a look at one graph, see how it transforms onto another graph, and write that answer, I guess, in algebraic form. So let's get to it. Alright folks, so just as a little bit of a reminder before I get into this one, so it's going to have both a horizontal and a vertical translation. But as you see the graph, the f of x and g of x that are there, I'm going to actually write a general form for what the answer would look like. So it would be g of x is equal to f onto x minus h plus k. Now as a reminder, the h is a horizontal translation parameter, and the k is a vertical translation parameter. So the h is going to need to basically be, if it's a positive h, that means it's moved to the right. If it's a negative h, that means it's moved to the left. If it's a positive k, that means it's moved up. If it's a negative k, that means it's moved down. And then once we've sorted that all out, we'll get the right number of steps, and we'll plunk it into a form that looks exactly like what I have written down right now. All right, so let's go down to the graphs and take a look at them. Now, if you looked at the mild example, it's going to be very, very similar. Actually, I use the same f and f function, and g is just a different translation of that. There are both, as I said, a horizontal and a vertical translation going on here. Any one of these points, actually, any one of the infinite number of points that make up these functions would be entirely okay. However, there are four kind of obvious points that are going on in this particular example. So let me take this one this time. So the one that's hanging up on the top right, and that's on my original function f of x, and that is related to this one down here. So in order to move it into the correct position, as we did last time, just going to do a little bit of counting. So first off, we are going to be moving this thing to the left. 1, 2, 3 units to the left. So what that means in terms of a parameter is we have an h value of -3. I'm going to do the same thing vertically. So to get to the same spot vertically, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 units down. So that is a k parameter of -4 as well. So when we put both the h and the k values into the generalized equation, it would look like this. So g of x is equal to f onto x minus -3, which is an x plus 3. And you might, from just playing around with these a little bit, recognize that an plus some number inside of the argument is actually a shift to the left, which is what we have going on here. Also, we have the plus -4, or just -4, that's going to kick around at the end from the k being a -4 value. So this particular translation is going to, or it depends on whether you think of it as one translation, I guess kind of a slide diagonally, but we take a look at it as two unique translations, one being left-right, one being up-down, this one being left 3 units and down 4 units. All right, folks, so hopefully you found that to be helpful, and if you have any comments, please get in touch, like, subscribe, and take care.